Fine, thank you. How are you?
Are you ready? Nice show.
Absolutely. We just arrived a couple of hours ago with the bus, and so I'm just waking up, having my breakfast, drinking some coffee, and
Are you tired?
not really. It's actually it's just now that I feel that I'm beginning to get into the tour. It always takes at least a week to sort of understand that you are on tour.
And how is the tour going?
It's been going great so far. Yeah, we played in France, we played in Haugland, we played in Spain, and it's been amazing. The reactions are really great. The audience is totally crazy. So I guess tonight is going to be even better or worse, depending on how you look at it.
Can you explain your relationship with Italian fans?
Yeah, for some reason, Italy has always been very energetic and enthusiastic about Europe and Europe's music. I remember, I think it started already when we did the final countdown. We used to play a place called Sanremo, a big festival. It was played like a lot of different artists were there playing. It was totally madness. People were screaming and like Beatles mania. And after that, Italian fans has always been very passionate about Europe. So we have, I think Italy is almost, apart from Sweden, the country in Europe where the people are most energetic and most, love Europe.
What is important a live show today for Europe, and how was important in the 80s?
I think it's always been the same goal, I guess, to entertain the audience as much as possible, to make them feel as happy as possible, and to feel that they, when they go back home, they feel like, oh yeah, this is the best concert we ever went to. So I think it's still the same kind of goal we're trying to reach. We always try to mix the older stuff with the new stuff, and try to find a balance between, because we have a lot of older fans, but also a lot of new fans that have heard the newer stuff. So it's beginning to get to that point where we have, like two generations of the fans in the audience. So we try to make a balanced mix of new and old stuff.
Is there a particular meaning behind the album title or behind the artwork of the new album?
Last Look at Eden, that lyric came about, Joey Tucker told me it was during the time of the presidential election in America. And it was like, according to Joey then, it was a bit, like scary if Bush was going to continue as a president. That would be like the last look at Eden, But fortunately, Barack Obama got to become the president, which was a good thing, we think. And so that's, a reflection on a possible future. So
it's your political album.
Sorry?
It's a sort of political album.
Yeah, well, not political. I think it's more sort of reflections on different things that happen in our life, and that's just one of the reflections of it.
And again, the artwork.
The album, it's the apple that symbolizes Eden, and the spikes. It's almost like this apple is growing to become just like a hardened sort of a ball of spikes, which is very hostile. So it's either it's going to be an apple or it's going to grow to be this hostile ball of spikes.
So where do you find the inspiration for your song?
I think we this album came about a lot when we did the last tour, The Secret Society. I know Joey was constantly, walking around in the backstage area playing his guitar, and coming up with riffs and also different things that happen along the tour has become the lyrics. Like Catch That Plane, for instance, was about we went to the northern part of Norway to play a festival. It was really very far far away from them. So we had to fly for a long time and do a lot of transfers along the way, and it was a really very long and tiresome journey. And when we got there, we just felt like we wanted to, catch the first plane, get back home to civilization. So that lyric came out of that. And then you have New Love in Town, for instance. That song is came about when Joey's son was born, and so on. And also, In My Time is about the tragic experience of John Orm's wife that passed away very, unfortunate, very, just happened. So that song is about that, and so it's different things that we experience along the way.
Is the final countdown your Starway to Heaven, or your Smoke on the Road?
I think you can say that. There's not too many bands that have the opportunity to write a song like the Final Countdown. As you just mentioned, we have Queen with Bohemian Rhapsody, we have Led Zeppelin with Stairway to Heaven, Deep Purple with Smoke on the Water, and Black Sabbath and Paranoid.
New album is a sort of classic rock album.
Yeah, I think we try to go back to our roots more and just let
Rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow and UFO and Led Zeppelin and just let it go, sort of. Not think too much about the song when you write it. When we did Start From the Dark, we had a lot of influences from John Orm being back in the band, a lot of heavy guitar riffs and also some influences from Joey's solo career. And then on the Secret Society, we tried to create an album that would sound very modern, And but when we did the last album, Last Nickelodeon album, we didn't think about anything. We just wrote songs and okay, this is a great song. Let's go for it. So this album, I think, is much more Europe in its true sense, sort of, because it just came out of our souls and we captured it and it became a great album. Yeah.
Finally, a stupid question. What do you sing in the shower? If you sing in the shower?
If I sing in the shower? If I sing, it would be...
Is there a song?
Yeah. What's the name of that song? It's a Monty Python song from Life of Brian. The very last song. What's the name of the song? I can't...
Try to sing it. Try to play it.
You can sing it to me that way.
Yeah. I'm just trying to... Always look on the bright side of life. That's the song. It always springs to my mind.
Thank you so much. See you.
See you later, guys.